Hello student, we are going to cover today's video lecture is sweep frequency generators. In previous video lectures we already covered the sine wave generators, frequency synthesized signal generators. But in today's video lectures we are going to cover sweep frequency generators. These all topics covered in syllabus of electronic measurement and instrumentation in unit 5th. So starting with the sweep frequency generators, the sweep frequency generators, uh, we already discussed about the sine wave generators in previous video lectures, and we very well known that the output of the sine wave generators is provided a frequency, sorry, fixed frequency. Okay, but in some cases, some applications we required a variable frequency source. In such cases, we use sweep frequency generators. Okay, so cases are maybe as measuring frequency response of amplifiers or in filters and some other networks. So in these cases we require a variable frequency source, so that we use sweep frequency generators. Okay, so the basic difference between a sine wave generator and a sweep frequency generator is sine wave generators provides only fixed output frequency, but in some cases if we require a variable frequency source, then we can use the sweep frequency generators. Okay, so moving to the next slide, sweep frequency generators, it basically provide a sinusoidal voltage whose frequency varies smoothly and continuously over an entire frequency band, usually at an audio rate. The process of frequency modulations in sweep frequency generators accomplished by either electronically or mechanically. Okay, so if we complete if we if this accomplished by electronically, then by using the modulating voltage to vary the reactance of the oscillator trunk circuit components, and if it is accomplished by mechanically, then by means of a motor driven capacitor is provided for a modern laboratory type signal generators. In the next slide, we are going to discuss about the block diagram of a sweep frequency generators, where we can see that the several blocks connecting each other and providing output voltage RF output. Okay, so the main blocks in this block diagram is RF master oscillator and amplifier, marker generator, frequency sweeper, level control circuits, output attenuator. Okay, uh, in this RF master oscillators, we can see that here we have four inputs and one output, and one output. One input is manually controlled, manually frequency control input, and other three inputs are one from marker generator, one from frequency sweeper, one from level control circuits. Okay, so in frequency sweeper, it provides a variable modulating voltage which causes the capacitance of the master oscillators to vary. A representative sweep rate could be in the order of around 20 sweeps per second. Okay. A manual control allows independent adjustment of the the oscillator resonant frequency. The output of this sweeper, the other side of this frequency sweeper, is it provides a varying sweep voltage for synchronization to derive the horizontal plates of the CRO. Thus, the amplitude of the response of the test circuit will be logged and displayed on the CRO screen. The next block is marker generator. So, in marker generator, if to identify a frequency interval, a marker generator provides half sinusoidal waveforms at any frequency within the sweep range. The marker voltage can be added to this sweep voltage of the CRO during the alternate cycles of the sweep voltage and appears superimposed on the response curve. Okay. This level control circuits, or we can say automatic level control circuits, it is a basically closed loop feedback system which monitors the RF level at some point in the measurement system. The circuits holds the power delivered to the load or test circuits. A constant power level prevents any source mismatch and also provides a constant readout calibration with frequency. Okay, so the RF master oscillator and amplifier provides the output. It, this output is fed to this output attenuator, and the output attenuator output provides this RF output, which is read by the reader. Okay, so this is the all about the block diagram of a sweep frequency generator. Here we discuss about the marker generator, the frequency sweeper, or and automatic level control system, which is a basically a closed loop system. Here we discuss about the RF master oscillator and amplifier and output attenuator. Okay, so moving to the next slide. This slide shows advantage and disadvantage of the shift frequency generator. The advantages are the output voltage over entire frequency band is available. The smooth and continuous frequency variation of output voltage is possible. The output level controller keeps provide constant avoiding the source mismatch and loading effects. And last advantage is the independent master oscillator frequency control is possible. Okay. This sweep frequency generators having one disadvantage, it does not give any precise information of the frequency on the traced curve. So in this topic sweep frequency generator, we are discuss about the introduction of sweep frequency generators, the block diagram of the sweep frequency generators, the working of the sweep frequency generators, and the advantage and disadvantage of this sweep frequency generators. Okay, so moving to the next slide. These are the uh, references from where I cover this topic. Thank you for listening.